major parts which you need to know are the mouth, the esophagus is very important, the stomach, the duodenum, is the pancreas. Pancreas is also an organ which produces some enzymes, still the chemicals or the enzymes. And then the colon, this one we call it the big one. If you look at this one there, we call it the large intestine. All this, it is divided into 3 parts, but you just have to know that it's called the large intestine. Jejunum is part of large intestine. Colon is just part of the large intestine. This is ascending. When you say ascending, because it is moving up, it's going up. And then descending, because when the food comes like this, it starts to go up like this. So it is called ascending colon. That's why it's called ascending colon, because it is moving up. And then descending, we call it descending because it's moving down. When the food comes like this, then it goes like this. So it is descending, but it's the same thing is colon, or it's a large intestine. Then when it comes like this, it joins this jejunum. Jejunum is a small intestine. Then this one is also a small intestine. Duodenum is also a small intestine, and ileum is also a small intestine. So all this from this part until this part, all this part you see coiled is small intestine, but it's also divided into 3 major parts, which is the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. All of them are small intestines where absorption and final digestion takes place. So basically those are the major parts of the digestive system. The first one is if you talk about the salivary gland. Salivary gland produces moisture. Number 1, moisture. It produces moisture. Number 2, it produces an enzyme called amylase. This one is very important in digesting the food. Starch into maltose. It converts starch into maltose. And then we have you have the mouth or the buccal cavity. This one is very important in mixing and breaking down the what the food. When you open, if you have a big mouth, then it means that you're going to take in more. This one is very important in swallowing. Remember that you cannot speak as you swallow. It cannot happen. It is because of this part. So this one closes when you breathe, and then you cannot breathe out or breathe in as you are swallowing at the same time. So it closes, then air goes this side. Then it opens, then this one closes, then food comes this side. And if by mistake you eat while talking, then if food goes this side, then automatically it's gonna choke you. Esophagus, we're going to look at it in detail. How does it bring about the movement of food into the stomach? Even if you're upside down, still the food will go to the stomach. And then you have the stomach. Stomach is very important. Breaks down the food. It makes it into a chyme. So the stomach produces HCl. HCl is an acid. That's why if you don't eat, you find out that you hear those sounds. Acid is being produced. If you keep on chewing, and then you don't eat, still these acids will be produced, and then you make the stomach to be burnt, and then you suffer from what you call the stomach ulcers, or what we call gastro ulcers. And then it also has mucus. It produces mucus just to protect the walls of the of the stomach. And then you have the pancreas. Pancreas also is a part which produces a number of digestive enzymes. These enzymes are very important in breaking down the food. We're gonna look at them still in detail. I say that this from here until here, we call it small intestine. So we find out that final digestion takes place here in this small intestine. So you'll find out that small intestine, this one, you complete the digestion. So, and absorption also takes place here. A lot of digestion and absorption are taking place in this field. So if you don't have this part in the body, then it means that you're gonna suffer from hunger. Even if you eat, the food will just go out without being absorbed. So then it means that then you have the large intestine. This part, you see this part is a large intestine. This one basically is absorption of water into the blood. And then number 2, storing the feces temporarily, because if you look at this, it's also part of the large intestine. Large intestine has this, it has this, and then it has the colon, and then it has this. So this one is towards the feces, the rectum, feces just temporarily. If it stays here for so long, it means that water will be absorbed too much, and then you suffer from constipation. And then you have this. This is just to absorb the colon. It's just to absorb the water into the what? The blood. So that's why that people who are having diarrhea, they are dehydrated very fast. Why? Because they don't have enough water. So basically that's it. Let's look at the different types of digestion. We have two types of digestion. Number one, we have the mechanical digestion. Number two, we have the chemical digestion. Mechanical digestion means that there is no use of enzymes. Sometimes you call it physical digestion. So what do you use here? If you don't use enzymes, you use energy. When you break down with your teeth, you are using energy. When the stomach walls, the gastro walls, they are trying to break, squeeze the food, it's using energy. So it is called mechanical digestion. Then you have what you call the chemical digestion. This one, it uses what you call enzymes or chemicals. Enzymes are chemicals which help or which speed up the rate of chemical reaction. Then now we are saying that we have mechanical and physical. Mechanical, or what you call the physical digestion.